Yeah, I mean, so if you clean your finger before you put it in there, yeah, you can go ahead.
So, hello, Governor. Welcome, Black. It is the Rated PG show. It's more official than a ref with 2 whistles. And as always, we here with my broski,
Kap Droski.
Piere Escargot.
I'm pointing at the shirt.
That too. Hey, look, I ain't really got no more merch to sell. I owe niggas money. But Kap got merch, and like we were saying, you gotta put that on your finger. I don't think a lot of niggas actually sanitize before they start putting their fingers in places keep it a bean.
Just saying, man, like, shit, before the pandemic, people was scratching their balls.
Nigga,
like, everybody know that one person that used to do a lot of ball scratching, and you used to watch him shake hands when people right at, look at,
bro. I used to shake so many hands. Like, suspicious hands. Like, niggas I've never met before. Hey, how you doing? As soon as I walk in the door, hey, how you doing? Like,
I'm always been a pound guy. Forearm, hit your elbow.
Like, forever. Like, you never shook niggas' hand. Like, for real.
Because the people that I do shake hands with, I shake hands with them and get close. Like, hey, you got this, you got it. It's it.
So right. You walk up.
Now, you know, after the first couple times, hey, we hit like for a couple times, and after that, but elbow, fist pump, like, we ain't got to keep hugging now. This ain't no relationship.
Okay.
Okay. After a while, y'all just fucking. Somebody need to be buying some drinks. Some meals.
Somebody.
Like, you just got to keep hugging me.
It ain't even got to be liquor, bro. You can give me a ginger ale. I'll take a good Gatorade on a hot day.
Ain't nobody touching me for free. All that.
But folks, I don't know really what's been going on with y'all. It's been a whole lot of say, bro. There's been a lot of shit happening since the last time we did radio. There's been a whole election.
Bro, we got masks on.
Yeah. Yeah. I get tested. I've been tested for more times for COVID than I've been tested for anything in my life. Like more times than STDs, most times than graduation tests. I have.
And if anybody wants to know the process of getting tested, man, Piere has been tested on Instagram Live.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I did do that.
Yeah.
You know, I did it myself.
You touched yourself on camera.
I'm 13-0 on these fuck niggas. But yeah, it's a lot of shit going on.
How many times you touched yourself?
11.
11 of them? So yeah. 13 times you touched yourself?
Yeah.
For the COVID test?
Yeah, 2 times they like invaded my, bro, like you blink different. When somebody else do that shit to you.
I feel like
they don't know like what your shit is like up there. So like they do this shit. Like, you ever snake the toilet before? Yeah. They literally just like, all right, lean back. They do everything so calm with their voice. Like, all right, everything's going to be fine. We're going to take this tube. We're going to put it in this solution. You're going to lean back. You're going to take a deep breath. My name's Edna, by the way. What's your name? Like, my name's... Oh! They just... Literally is the... It ain't even like... They literally line it up and they talk real soft and then it's just like... And you're like, yo, you want to grab me, like, let me go. You're like, all right. And like, there's literally just like in the movies, bro, like the slave movies, just one tear coming out, just the one, and you looking at her, and she's leaning back, and she's just like, nodding her head.
Has to stay there.
Yeah, she has to count to 15. And these ain't like regular nigga 15. These is like...
One Mississippi. 2 Mississippi.
This is not feeling good for you.
Bro.
2. And then they do the other one. And then, you know, you got to drive home with a migraine a little bit. That's when they do it. When I do it, you know what I'm saying? I'm subtle, you know. You know, like...
It's still uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable. Very. Bro, I sneezed a little. I think I lost 2 brain cells the last time I did it, bro. I ain't been able to read the right way.
Nah. See, I haven't gotten tested yet. But
that's crazy.
I went to the parking lot to get tested.
You went to the Atlanta parking lot and homeless nigga in the best. Hey, look, pull up over here and put something in your nose.
No, I went to the parking lot to get tested, and the funniest shit happened, bro. Went to go test my fiance. We in 2 different cars, bro. I literally went and got a drink and got a cigar at the gas station. Filled up the car because I had to sit there for like, you know, possibly an hour. As soon as I left, it went straight to the testing place. I forgot my ID in the gas station. But that's the first time I've done that in probably a decade. like left it immediately, like right there, like right when I went somewhere else, and not had to think about, wait a minute, how many times I've been, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the first time I ever just went one place and went to the next place and was just like, bro, what the fuck?
I left it there.
Goddamn serious. And then because of the timing, couldn't come back to do the testing, and then really the only reason I was doing it that day is because I was off work.
And did your girl get tested?
Yep.
What did she get? Negative?
Negative.
So you negative?
Hey, I mean, it ain't supposed to work like an AIDS test, but
it do.
You know,
it do.
Best case scenario.
You know what I'm saying? If you tonsil checking, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I'm tonsil checking, so yeah, our tonsils meet, and then they check her tonsils, so I'm pretty sure my tonsils.
For y'all out there who ain't in good relationships and you don't know your status or your cover or your STD, look, if she ever asks you, like, do you have protection, just be like, hell yeah. Put your mask up.
And any disease come up in this house, we got questions for the dog.
Bro, what if she cough giving you head, bro? Is it over? Like, do you just like, man, she got finished, bro? Like, or do you tell her to leave? You already got it. Like, if she cough, like.
I mean, in a single person, I feel like, yeah, of course. In a relationship, we already got it.
Bro, when this shit hit March, like, for real hitting March, I remember, like, in April, one of my homies was on live, and he was like, yo, it was like the disco lights and everything going on. I'm like, nigga, where are you at? He goes, at a rave. And I was like, why? And he was like, bro, fuck all that COVID shit, bro. I'm trying to get some pussy. It was wild. I was like, bro, you trying to get some pandemic pussy out here? He was like, bro, it's like now or never, dude. Bruh. I was like, I couldn't do it. I didn't even want to go to the grocery store. I was like, bro, we could just start, bro. I didn't been hungry before. It ain't nothing new.
Nah, I was for me, I ended up being like probably the youngest person that already had figured out the unemployment, because just coincidentally at that particular day at the job, bro.
I was taking unemployment?
Yeah, bro. I took it like immediately when it happened. Like as soon as I just happened to be on the right to like the day shit. Like they said the pandemic was in, like not when the unemployment hit, but the day they started locking shit down. Like, oh nigga, I was on it. That what I put my paperwork in.
And he was like, bro, I remember when Waffle House was closed, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But like,
oh my god, I saw the signs that they said closed. They wrote it in the napkins on the windows. I was like, oh, it's really. It looked like
they don't have precedent for this. They didn't have signs prepared.
They did, bro. It was literally a piece of paper, a whole bunch of napkins. It just said COLSE. Not even a D. It just said close. I said no.
That's so sad. But nah, I ended up going home early because I was like wasn't feeling good, and somebody was pissing me off asking me to do some dumb shit, and I was like, okay, well I can't do no dumb shit, and I gotta take shit, so I'm going home. It's like
I gotta take a shit.
I took my bag and went back to the crib. And the news when I got home was just stuff started closing, like the NBA shut down, and then everything else started closing.
Yeah, when
and then it was like sports shut down. I was like, oh yeah. My mom called me, was like, so you put in your paperwork? I was like, I have free time today.
I was one of these niggas that fell for the scam and fell for the jug and became essential. I was essential work.
You was essentially doing something.
Essential means you can't do this shit from home. So essentially, we need you to work. That's all you cannot.
Now, what is essential supposed to mean?
Now, okay, so essential means necessary. Like, you need this. Post office. DMV. Hospitals.
Yeah.
Police. Okay, so keep it a bean. Grocery stores.
Yeah, definitely.
Keep it a bean.
Yeah.
Now,
it should get paid more.
I sell furniture. I was pissed when everything else was closed and we were still fucking open. It was just me and 3 niggas looking at the window. There was nobody coming in.
Quick question. Who did anybody tell you to quit that job?
Yeah.
Did anybody tell you to take the unemployment?
Yeah, a lot of people. Lots of people.
Did anybody explain to you how much the unemployment was?
I knew. I did the math at work. It was dead. So I figured it out.
Okay.
Only issue is I live with somebody whose love isn't unconditional. It's very conditional on the conditions that I work.
Yeah, but you also are a writer.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck were you doing in your free time?
I didn't have none. I was very essential. I was very essential. So that's what I'm saying. I didn't think
That's why you couldn't get violated.
that selling furniture was essential. I'm like, ain't no fucking way a coffee and end table is gonna change, make, or break your well-being.
Cause your dumb ass kept showing up.
Ain't no fucking way a 5x9 area rug.
Oh Jesus, bro. That shit was so
You can't even eat that motherfucker.
That shit was hilarious.
And then somebody broke it down to me. It was an old lady. She said, I spent $85,000 on a house in February. Pandemic hit. She said, I ain't got no bed. She said, I ain't got no sofa. It's dark. I ain't got no lamps. It's hardwood floors. I have no rugs. I don't even have rails. I don't have a box spring.
Oh Jesus.
I don't have a washer. I don't have a dryer. I don't have a fridge.
Sound like she made some bad.
I was like, yo, this shit is very essential.
Bro, how old was she?
She was like in her 60s.
And she was what, born 60? How you not had shit from you ain't
Well, she moved from somewhere. She said like when she moved, she said she moved around. A lot of niggas got a lot of money apparently because she said she moved from like New Jersey, just left all the shit there and just moved here, bought a house out here. It wasn't furnished or anything. She was like she was just gonna buy the furniture when she got here and just have it delivered. She was like whatever you guys had in stock, I was just gonna have it delivered. I don't even care what it looks like. She was like, I'll just change it later.
Was she Caucasian?
Yeah.
Okay. That's just what people like to do with their money, man.
She looked a little Hispanic too, but
No, don't give her that.
no, I'm serious. But still, she was like, I need this, and I was like, you know what? Maybe this shit is essential, and I did.
Them people ain't do nothing.
Make about a quick couple hundred in about 30 minutes. I look, she literally walked in. I was like, yeah, I'll take it. You got this? I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. You got this? Yeah, I'll take it. And I was like, you want to finance? She was like, no, I'm paying cash. And I was like, I bet. Like 6 bands. Like you just walked in here. What kind of money do you have? But
To be wasting money.
it is very essential selling furniture, and also like I'm not gonna say bars is because I remember Kemp was like he opened bowling alleys, nail salons, and tattoo parlors. Those were the 3 things he opened. Like when it first happened. And everybody was like, what the fuck, bro? Why would you open these? And I was like, keep it a bean. His wife is probably tired of being in the house. And she want to go bowling and drink a margarita and then get a tattoo.
Nah.
Get her hair did.
That was probably like the most calculated bad decision I've ever heard.
Because if you open those things, you got to open.
No. If you open those things alone, how do you not spread it there? These are all things for literally you're bumping.
Bowling!
Bowling is
Bowling!
That's why I was like, who cleaning the pins behind every strike? Who cleaning the pins every? Who cleaning the whole rail after every gutter ball?
I keep it a big. I used to work at a bowling alley for like 7 years. We used to spray the shoes.
Don't even get me started with movie theaters. They don't even pretend to clean up.
That spray that the niggas spray the shoes with, I'm gonna tell y'all. I think it's Febreze.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's disinfectant.
Not even the Ozium. Like,
It
Ozium
smells-
is an OD killer.
It smells nice and it's not flammable,
No.
so I'm suspicious. But yeah, that's the things that he opened, and then I'm glad comedy's still going on. By the way, I'm not mad.
Comedy.
They opened up bars and shit.
Comedy is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers of entertainment right now. Like it's just, it's like when as soon as you stop paying attention to comedy, you thought
By the way, for those of you, if you watch this that don't live in Atlanta, we are very open.
Yeah, yeah, and other people
Frighteningly so open.
pretty much we're closed by choice. Like everybody else decided to stay in, but you know you get out there and go to things and try not to hit nobody elbow. Same old Atlanta, you know, ain't nothing different. But anyway, what were we talking about?
We were talking about. I'm glad comedy's still going on.
Oh, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yeah. So when people start paying attention to comedy, it's like just like the Power Rangers. You don't know that Ninja and Dino and all that other Turbo. You know what I'm saying? All that other shit.
Bro, how many Power Rangers are there?
So right now, the Atlanta stand-up market is like, it's like going to a point in the future, seeing some shit. It's like, oh, ain't no way that can happen, and then coming back and seeing some stuff you do not recognize, and you're like, how did this start?
How did we get here?
Like,
I see where
it's like, wait, I can see, oh yeah, that's gonna be cool, but what? How the hell? This just started.
What happened here
today? Because like overnight, the pandemic literally like it shook up the comedy scene in a way that anybody who was playing with it, get out.
Like, yeah, you were.
Anybody who was just playing around, get out. There's no reason. What are you here for? Like, people who are taking their craft seriously have found ways to literally
maneuver around it.
To the point that they're choosing what style of comedy to do and what they want to do to present their comedy. Like, I've talked to people like Sham, like I was saying, like Sham hasn't done stand up on a stage since the pandemic hit.
That's
But Sham has done every virtual open mic and comedy show and hosted comedy shows online that there is now. Mm-hmm. And that's what I was saying, like now there's a different avenue, and the same thing like for podcasting. Like J. Jose has literally like in the span of a couple of months, somewhere just in the middle of it, decided that he's gonna just go all in on this stereo thing, and now he's literally on his platform.
J. Jose is so aggressive.
Coming out of nowhere, basically, and trying to force people to make money with him. Mm-hmm. And it's like, all right, well, if you don't want to make money with me, just come on here and make money. People make money here. All you gotta do is talk. And shit, as comedians, it's like, I love the idea of stereo for, it pays people for their
time.
And at the same time, like, I love what I hate about it. It directly pays you for your intellectual property. Mm-hmm. And I think,
or at least how good you can hold a conversation with people you don't know over an extended period of time,
which is the basis of the whole process. But when I say your intellectual property, I mean that it's basically selling you and buying you. It's buying you for this point, so you know exactly whatever it is you say on here. This is something that they own.
We're not being paid by them, by the way.
Yeah, but as I'm saying, this is something that they own. And these other platforms where it's like, okay, we can then take your audio and do something with it. And we can promote it. And possibly, you know, you can come out and maybe try to get a secondary contract with them because they show the ability to pay you for it. But they're paying you for your direct intellectual property. And that is what you want as a creator at the end of the day. You want to be paid for what you think. You want to be paid for what you can come up with. You want to be paid for how quick you are, how witty you are, and how responsive you are. And if you can do that and manage to not do your material, oh, Jesus. Like, man.
You might have to throw a couple of little, not even material, but just that's just somewhere you might even be able to build material from, or either crowd work, or just learn how to blase. But I've been doing stand-up since the pandemic started. I didn't do it for like the first 2 months. I remember I'm not going to do stand-up until about June, I said. And it happened like around March, like late March, and then I did like parking lot shows.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, people pull up in their cars, you're just standing in front of someone with a microphone, don't know if you're bombing, you just do it. Oh man. And then I did a couple of like Zoom shows. I was like, nah bro, I remember at the parking lot show I was telling niggas, I'm like, bro, honk your horn if you fuck with this. And then people were like, beep, one honk. I was like, oh shit. Then I heard people laughing in their cars, and I was like, I'm actually bombing. It wasn't just my imagination.
Oh God.
Just one beat.
Oh, Jesus.
Eventually they beat, but, you know, somebody from the restaurant came out and was like, can you guys stop beeping? They're going to call the police. I was like, oh yeah, we need to go. And then I've met actually, you know, I will say, just keep it a buck, a lot of comedians like, man, where are the open mics, where are the shows? There are a lot of black rooms going on.
Absolutely.
Now, I do white room, I do whatever room. But the white rooms, you have to be booked to do those.
Yep.
They don't have quote unquote white open mics anymore.
No.
Not necessarily. And the white open mics are now virtual mics.
Mm-hmm.
But the black rooms, I do whatever. Most of those are the only open mics or places that you can go up to. If you're a white comic watching this, they will put you up.
Yeah. Good luck with that, buddy.
Just don't bomb.
Yeah, that's the part that's going to change your whole life.
Because if you bomb, you ain't going back up for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I ain't going to say you ain't going to do comedy no more. You probably ain't going to do comedy in black rooms no more.
Not in that one.
Because it's not even that. It's like I've been telling people, because they've been asking me directly, like, what's the comedy scene? I'm like, bro, the comedy scene literally morphed into a megazord. So the white rooms, well, this is who I am. I've always called a spade a spade. The white rooms, open mics basically dissolve. Physical mics. And when I say mics, I'm talking about the physical mics. White rooms dissolve. All the white rooms basically turn into paid mics. So it's basically people who are still doing comedy in the pandemic that were already getting paid
continuously getting paid.
Plus add a couple of other more that you see off the virtual mics, and you see that they're still going and pull those people in. Now the black open mics, what happened to those open mics? They dissolved. What happened is the paid mics then turn into slighter versions of that, and other people are now starting to get opportunities on big platforms as open mics.
Yeah.
So
instead of like turning one or two rooms into true open mics, you kind of just expanded a bucket spots
basically
over a series of
some
rooms.
serious shows with serious people. It was almost the equivalent to being on a Laughing Skull and Chris Tucker walks in.
Right.
Except for, it might not be Chris Tucker, but it's like 4 or 5 other people in that room. You know what I'm saying? Those 4 or 5 other people are definitely get on that fucking stage.
I'm so proud of myself for not saying that. But anyway,
you probably gonna have to get on that stage in between them 5.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's early.
You better do work.
So that's why I was like, yeah, you gonna get these opportunities.
Woo, you gonna get it.
For anybody who in comedy ain't been trying to get them, you got to. You have every reason not to.
And
but at the same time, for the people who are truly creative, who truly enjoy the process, who truly just want to build and show people what they can create, those people are doing a lot of different things.
I'm about to say, because it culled the herd, if you will, the pandemic. But I've been meeting a couple, not a lot, but a couple of newer comics. They're like, hey man, so like, how do you get booked on these shows? And I was like, bruh, look. I'm gonna be solid with you. That used to be an easy question. It used to be so easy. I used to give you multiple answers.
Yeah.
How you want to get booked on what show on what day?
Yeah. That's what I was like.
You want a feature? You want a headline? Like, what do you want to do? Now, bro, just getting called. Just getting an email, a text, a DM. I have downloaded every form of social media for a nigga to reach out to me. You can reach out to me on Venmo. You can reach out to me by Zelle, all that shit. But I'm like, if you wasn't getting booked before the COVID hit, I don't know what to tell you. Because I don't even know how I'm getting booked right now. But niggas like, hey, can you, I don't even ask questions. I just be like, thank you. I don't even say yes. I'm like, thank you.
Like, how to get booked? But sell dope, sell cocaine, nigga, do something.
Bro, like, I ain't even gonna tell you to wish in one hand and shit in the other. I ain't even gonna tell you that. You're gonna have a handful of shit.
Just work out, get good at a sport.
But I don't even know, bro. I'm just glad I'm still doing shows. Won't he do it? Won't he? Will he?
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel like, not to sound like braggadocious, but I feel blessed.
Not to sound
like braggadocious or something. Are you gonna tell me it's not a real word?
I have no idea if it is.
It is today. But I feel like slick blessed because I'm kind of like removed myself from this part and like start expanding and doing other shit. And at the same time still doing comedy and dragging comedians over here with me to do this and shit like that.
You trying to be a Lil Sims.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
you big Sim, that's a little dude.
I still got people asking me to do these virtual mics and stuff like that. So I was like, oh yeah, man, like I might probably jump back in the water this week. Like,
go ahead.
It was like I feel like I guess kind of like, all right, I didn't really have to like buckle down and like try to like do nothing particular. Like I just kind of.
I'm telling you
got
right
that
now.
Unemployment at a good time, nigga.
You already.
Just saying, man, that unemployment, bro.
Every time somebody says unemployment, it gives me PTSD how much money niggas been making staying at home.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro.
God, I work so hard.
You ever been to the chiropractor?
Yeah, many moons ago. It's been like 3 fortnights. I don't even know how long that is.
It don't really work if you don't go consistently.
I'm aware. I used to actually work for a moving company. My homie's dad was a chiropractor, and every couple of days, whenever we were done moving, he would come back like, "You guys ready, bro?" Niggas would just lay on the floor like this, like go limp. And nigga would run up like a rag, put your arms behind your back and just start.
He's just quick speed,
start fucking yo.
Quick speed,
bro. You just like, you just,
oh shit.
Nigga step on your spine, grab your ankle, nigga. You fart a little bit. You like, what happened? Why am I lightheaded?
Oh Jesus.
That nigga will grab your elbow and be like, take a deep breath. You like, okay. Your whole lower lumbar just popped. You pee a little bit. You're like, oh shit.
Man, that's crazy.
Bro, I feel like I could run faster when that nigga was.
Oh yeah, bro.
Woo! I'm like, bro, that's right.
That shit makes you. It just makes everything feel more comfortable.
My toes tingling thinking about it. I should pay some money to go see these niggas, bro.
Hey man, I'm into that little watch strap shit where they got them and they
put it around your neck and then
they do the head. I don't like the headlock shit because I can't relax for it. I feel like I'm about to die. Like,
I pray. I just close my eyes.
Yeah, that's why I like the headlock. I mean, like when it's a strap, I feel like it's a professional. When somebody headlock me, I'm like, bro, you just trying shit. Like, I just don't like
I've been to the chiropractor like 6 times. The second time, after the first time I went, I remember I went and got life insurance. And then I didn't have health insurance. And like my girl was like, why don't you get health insurance? And I was like, bro, if I die.
He's like, I just want to protect one.
Somebody get some bread. Like, she was like, what if you get sick? If I get sick, I hope I die. Because I can't afford to get better, bro. Like,
I got health insurance. I can't afford to get sick.
If I get sick, I'm gonna die. That's it.
Oh shit.
But nah, like, and then, dude, bro, I love going to the chiropractor. I can't. I'm scared to go now, bro. Oh god, I'm fuck around and pee for real. I'm for real, bro. Like, do you ever do this thing? They like lay you. Yeah, you lay on your back and then they like cross your leg like this, and he like step in between your legs and be like, "Are you ready?" I'm
like, no, we ain't doing that one. He did one like, well, he did the same thing, put me in the same position, but like, he had me breathe.
Oh, and then with just like your shoulders and shit?
Nah, he did it with my fucking hip. That's why I was like, like he did it like close to my hip, and I was like, oh. Bro, I feel like hold a little bit. It just felt like it just felt like real relaxing.
It made my booty feel soft.
It's like, bro, I don't know. Like, that's probably what people do in jail, like, so they get used to it. Cause I was like, bro, at that moment in time, they could have punched me in the butt cheek, and I wouldn't have felt a damn thing.
And they was like, bro, my hips ain't never moved like this, bro.
I would kill the dance floor if I decided. I didn't even think about it. I probably would have murdered that bitch. I was like, oh man, nah, I'm into the goddamn popping. Nah, fuck with it.
How long has this been running, by the way?
Oh, 20 minutes.
Huh?
Sound tech. You can talk.
28 minutes.
Like I thought.
Hey, so we about this thing.
We got 32 minutes.
Oh, nah.
So we got about another 4.
I think this will stop said 29.
Oh.
Yeah, set your camera, buddy.
Well, alright then. Hey, Pierre's my Instagram, and I'll be black.
If that's alright with you. Right, it's been too long.
And he's Kap Droski. The broski, you already know ski. I added that last part just now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright. We'll see you. We're going to have to do part 2.